bit to what Sean said. I've been complimented a lot on my ability to predict a transition. To me, it just kind of came easily, but I kind of want to tell you a few things that I've noticed that will help you minimize distractions and help you with transitions from activities and things like that. Anticipate what they'll need. What do students need? If they need a piece of paper, if they need lined paper or blank paper, have it where you're standing. And then immediately, get out a piece of paper. If you don't have one, raise your hand and keep it up until I give you one. Every kid raises their hand and then you hand out one and they all put their hand down. I'm like, keep your hand up until you get one because I don't remember who wants one. But having things at the ready that you know that they're going to need, pencils and blank piece of paper are what I always have right in front of me for them to use. Minimize distractions. There are several things that my students use on a daily basis. They use whiteboards. They're sitting on their desk. Well, now we have tables, but when they were desks, they were in their baskets. I had a whiteboard and I had a Smart Pal in there. And now that Andy has new whiteboards for me, I will just have whiteboards. But let's see, what else did I have? I had a pencil pouch, like a little pencil pouch. When they were desks, like Sean was describing, I literally took zip ties and I got the metal grommet pencil pouches. I spent the extra $1 at Staples to get the metal grommet pencil pouches so they last. And I zip tied it to their desk. So all they had to do was flip up their pencil pouch, and in that pencil pouch, they had scissors, because I do foldables, and I do interactive notebooks, and I do cut and paste activities, even with high school students. I love them. So they had scissors. They had glue already in there. They have marker, a whiteboard marker. They have an eraser. They have a clicker, a student response clicker that works with the active board or smart board. So I can quickly ask them to get that out as well. That saves time of passing everything out and passing it back in. I worked in the city and nothing walked. Nothing walked. I worked in the county, and I cannot tell you how many teachers came into my room this year at the beginning of the year, and I had those pencil pouches under their desk, and they were like, oh, what's this? And I was like, well, it's just everything they'll need on a daily basis. And, oh, well, we'll see how long those last. I said, okay, we'll see. None of them walked. Every day for the first 2 weeks at least, at the end of the class, they took 30 seconds and they held up their pencil pouch. It was clear. I could see. I counted everything in there. They put it under. Then there was that expectation set that if you don't know where your marker is, I'm coming to find you. Or if you don't know where your calculator is, I'm coming to find you. So there was that expectation. After that, I didn't check. I had kids towards the end of the 2-3 weeks that I did it the first part of the year that would test me. And they would put their marker underneath their seat. And I'd be like, where's your marker? And they'd be like, oh, you're good, Miss Biden. They'll try to test you. But then you can see that you really are actually counting. You really are actually holding them accountable for their materials. So as Sean said, they took ownership of their space. They wanted to make sure it was nice and neat. I have a new classroom, so up until a month ago, I taught in a trailer. But my new classroom, I just set the calculators on the desk. And a lot of people are like, oh, they're just going to walk out with them. No, they're not. You just check to make sure they're all there. You know where a kid sits. If they accidentally walked off with their calculator, I go hunt them down. You have access to their schedule. Go to their next class. Ask them where it is. So a lot of transitions and things can be cut down if you just think about what makes it easier. Have materials ready for them. Leave little downtime. As I said before, if you don't have something for them to do, they will find something to do. And it's not going to be something that you're going to like. Maybe it is, but it's not going to be, typically. Be creative. A lot of times I keep looking at my watch and being like, ooh, I'm going to have 10 extra minutes at the end of class. Come up with something and act like it was in your lesson plan the whole time. I want you to get out a piece of paper and draw a right triangle. Okay, now I want you to label 2 sides. Okay, pass it to someone. They have to find the 3rd side. It doesn't matter. It can be a review activity. You can play bozo, where every kid stands up and you start at 1, and they have to say bozo at multiples of 3 and numbers with a 3 in it. The kids love it. They will eventually start asking to play it. And especially if you keep candy in your desk, which I did until the mice came and got it. Yeah, it was interesting. Just give candy to a winner. Give candy to all the people that are still standing when the bell rings. It's amazing what a kid will do for a Jolly Rancher.